Shalom. He's a peaceful, beautiful Sabbath. Hiding in the shadows so that we cannot have our eyes blinded as we talk to you. So we just wanted to update you guys. Right now we're in the Ozarks at our friend's property. We're going to stay here until Passover. And then maybe through unleavened bread, but I think we'll probably end up leaving. We just kind of got a feeling that we're not going to stay like the whole unleavened bread. Since it's not really Sukkot or anything, but you want to tell them about Eve and
we looking for a spot to temporarily move into while we still don't really have a plan of what we're going to do with our bus yet, if we're just going to do like a quick fix or if we're going to actually build a whole, either rebuild this one the right way or completely build a whole new bus. We still don't know what Yahuwah's will is for us in that regard yet. But we were looking for a spot, and to go and do that, at least do like a band-aid fix possibly for the time being, which would be really cheap. It would just mean we'd have to move out of the bus for a time, and we have a widow friend up north that we might go and stay at her property. We were there a little bit last summer, and we were helping her on her house and stuff. And so we might go back up there, and she's got some more stuff that she needs help on, but she's actually not even there right now. She's down in Florida taking care of her mother. So it almost sounds like it might be a good situation where we could go and kind of look after her property while she's not there.
Yeah, do some yard work for her and just keep up with her house and dusting and cleaning and stuff.
Yeah, so that might be a huge blessing for her, at the same time being a huge blessing for us. So
we've been friends with her since the beginning of our walk almost. Her and her husband actually, and then her husband had a stroke and then he got better, got rehabilitated, started to learn to talk again and different things, and then he had another stroke and he ended up passing away. But she had a celebration of life with him and everything because they've been in Torah and they've been strong believers, and she's one of the strongest women we've ever met.
Yeah.
And she's someone that we feel like we can go to her place and really trust and not have to be concerned about her just turning into a completely different person overnight, Sometimes even with the don't touch, Isabel. Come here. Even with the guidance of the Ruach, you can't always discern people's true intentions, and they kind of just change, and then it ends up being bad, or we end up getting kicked out of somewhere or something. So we have gotten other offers around in different states. One that we were considering was all the way over in, I think, was it Washington or Oregon? One of them.
Oregon,
but we're like, that's a long way to drive, and then we're not sure if it's going to meet all of our needs, and
I don't even know what we're going to do yet.
Don't even know what we're going to do yet. We've just been taking it one day at a time and really having peace. I feel like from the outside, if anyone would come hang out with us and we didn't talk about what we're going through, I think people wouldn't even know. We've just been joyful and shalom filled and just trying to wait and be patient. It's almost like we never found the mold. That we're not suffering immensely, or haven't been suffering immensely, because we're just taking it one day at a time and finding joy in the little things. I mean, right now we have a place where we can get good raw milk and meat and different things and have those needs met, but we also know our time is running out because we can see the mold starting to come through the seams and different things, and if it's left, it will start making us really sick. So we're thinking that's you. Thank you. Give me a purple flower. We're thinking that's Yahuwah's will for us, but we're waiting for confirmation. And we don't want to do anything on our own accord, our own will.
Yeah. If he has somewhere for us to go, that somebody has all of the tools and knowledge and wants to help us, but we decide that we're going to go and do something before we wait and see what happens. And we could be up north somewhere tearing our bus apart, and somebody calls and says, "Hey, I've got everything you need," and they know how to do it, and they know how to help. And so we're just waiting to see if people has any other plans, and if not, then we'll just do what we know what we can have to do.
Yeah, and sometimes when we're not sure about things, especially in our travels, we'll just pray that Yahuwah opens the doors that are meant to open and close all the other ones. So we're just praying for that and praying for us to be guided. That if that is the plan, if that's what he has for us, and we'll go up there after. Be quiet up there. You want any more flowers? We'll give you some more. After Passover, but we still don't have enough funding to do everything that we need to do. We could do a quick fix where we would just pull everything out, put all new plywood in, but that's not new insulation, that's not new anything, so it's just gonna mold, and who knows how long.
We can make
maybe
some,
even.
we can make some temporary changes that maybe would stop it,
It's
but
not,
probably
it's not anything like spray foam, which is what we need to do. We need to get closed cell spray foam, and then that would make our insulation 3 times better as well.
Yeah.
Because ours is just horrible. A lot of things that we want to do, but we don't have the funding, so we really need people's help through this. And it might be like a really quick thing if we could just get funding and we could go out, get out of the bus, and then jump right into it. And our children could have a spot where they're not in a moldy environment and we're not breathing in those people call them mycotoxins. I don't know if that's true. All I know is from what I read about on the internet and other people's testimonies, but it's not good, especially with seeing our son get sick at our last house. But if people could just keep coming together for us, we're able to save up some, but we're not anywhere near our goal yet. And we need to just have help so we can have the option of getting out, doing our house right, and then we can get back out as soon as possible and keep doing our ministry work.
Yeah.
On our way up to Wisconsin, if that's where we're going, we'll want to place the rest of this batch of Sabbath signs, which is, I think, a little over half, or a little less than half, because we've done half of them so far.
Yeah.
We're just doing them at the targets. Yeah. So maybe we'll do like Kansas City and stuff, the big cities where they'll be seen a lot, because we try not to put them, well, even at the targets. There's not really targets in small towns. It just makes it more convenient. Kind of.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Harder
it's not.
to find.
Harder to find them because there's not targets all over, but it's better because they're higher traffic areas, so they'll be seen more.
Yeah.
Gabriel, come here, buddy.
So yeah, we don't know exactly what we're gonna do, but we've got a pretty good option to go and help our widow friend out, and at the same time we could at least do a band-aid fix is what we're kind of thinking, but we're not entirely sure.
Obviously that would be ideal because that would mean that we would just have to redo it soon.
Yeah, we'd probably get at least maybe a year before something would start to happen again, but maybe.
It depends where we are, especially if we do a winter up there, it's not going to be a case because the condensation. Yeah. We've been avoiding winters. We've been going to the hot things so that we didn't have to deal with the temperature change, because when it's super cold outside and warm in the bus, then it condensates on the windows and on metal like crazy, which is what causes crazy condensation and then mold, and that's how we got into this.
Yeah. So but if we did go up to our widow friend's property, we would probably not be driving around for a while. So that's something we're considering too. Is if that's what Yahuwah's will is for us, is to pause for a season. We're just praying and seeing whatever His will is. We're not like closed off to anything. We're just waiting to see if he leads us in a certain way, and if not, then we'll just do the best thing that we can, for us and for our babies and for our situation, and just do the best we can with whatever guidance we do get.
Yeah, obviously, that's the only reason we have faith is because we're just like, Yahuwah, you put us into this, take us out, whatever your will is. And it's been a big, gigantic test.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It's a test more than anything. It's scary, not like entering into the unknown and being like, well, we have something that is endangering us, but in those moments we just cry out to Yahuwah, and He hears us and He saw, and we prayed many times for our home to be protected from mold and not ever have this problem. Here we are, so we know that He has something better for us, and it just seems like divine guidance, like a divine appointment that Eve is the widow's name. And she's down in Florida taking care of her mom during this time with an open house. That seems
that needs somebody to take care of it.
Yeah, but she doesn't have anyone like actual family up there. She has neighbors that she stays in touch with, but they're not close friends and they're not believers either. So it could be like a win-win situation.
Yeah. When we left, there was a good list of stuff that still needed to be done.
Yeah, her
as far
house.
as on her upkeep on her house and
Yeah,
stuff. So
that widow is the one I posted about where we were at her place for a while, I think last summer.
yeah, it's right around a month, I think.
Yeah, we were there for like a month, helping her build stuff and just like giving her fellowship and encouragement and stuff. And really, that's what we want to be doing more than the homeless side of our ministry. We want to be going to widows' houses because they don't really usually have anyone, and a lot of times they're lonely. You know, imagine losing your husband. How lonely you'd be. Like it gets. Like I went to her house. Actually, we went and visited one time, and she went into the other room, and I was there alone. I don't know where Alex and the babies were. I think they were somewhere else. But I was sitting there alone, and it was so quiet. And I was like, this is what it's like for her all the time. She's pure quiet. And she came back in the room, and I asked her, and I said, Eve, is it really lonely for you here now without Joe? Because it's so quiet here. And she said, no, it's not lonely. I feel your Husha. And it was just so beautiful. And that moment showed me her strength so much. And she's just been so strong. And we were talking to our other friend from Wisconsin, and he was like, Eve is one of the strongest. Like,
we'll go get some milk in a bit.
We'll get some tomatoes in a bit.
She wants juice.
Oh, juice?
We'll get some milk in just a little bit.
Okay, we'll go get some in just a little bit. Can you get me one more? Get me a dandelion, please.
Good job. Michael.
Oh yeah, and our friend Michael was saying that she's got the strongest faith we've ever seen. So she's been an encouragement to us too, because that's like one of the things I pray for the most is that no matter what we go through in life, who would just keep us together as a family.
Yeah.
As long as Alex and I have each other and our babies, like we can get through anything. Even if Alex were to die or something, I know that I would get through it, but it would be one of the most difficult things someone could ever go through. I think that's why Tor's so adamant about taking care of the widows and the poor and the sojourners. So it's like he's taking care of all of us in one little bundle. But, you ready to go get some? We're almost done. But yeah, that's our update.
And really plans to start making a lot more ziti and getting those out.
Yeah.
So that can be a blessing for people and for the kingdom, and that way we can also provide some of our own funding as much as we can. So.
And it's kind of a time sensitive matter, like we've been talking about.
We'll get
Hold
some.
on, just wait.
Patience is a buck.
Just wait, okay? Just wait. We've been talking about if Alex would go back to work or something, but it would be years before we were able to save it up, and then we're still stuck in our same situation and not getting anywhere further. And at that point, our ministry work would be done, and people have seen, how much we've done over just the last year. We've talked to thousands of people. We've planted thousands of seeds, and we're trying to find a way to record that. Just today, I was talking about how we could record just the audio of Alex's interactions, of how he talks to people about the truth. How he talks to people, and then just use like different clips with that, and then a little bit of clips, so it's not like having a GoPro on the people's faces or anything, because that's what we've been trying to avoid. That's why we haven't recorded any of our interactions, because we want them to be genuine interactions. But I also know it's hard because people can't see a lot of our ministry work. Our biggest parts of our ministry work is clothing people that need it, and ministering to the homeless, praying over them, giving them encouragement. Like we've had so many people just like they start tearing up when we're praying for them, or they'll pray and then they start like bawling. It's like the Ruach's moving in our ministry, and we know that we don't want it to end, but we also know that if we're asking for people's support, that it would be a good thing for us to actually show like proof of what we're doing, So if you could pray for us for that, that would be really helpful. We're just trying to figure out what's the best plan of action that we can actually record it good without making it seem ingenuine or making people uncomfortable, because sometimes it does make people uncomfortable when you have a camera in their face, especially
it changes the whole interaction. If it's like if you're recording something, like we're not recording it to be not genuine, like we're recording it just so we can put on YouTube for views. We're just trying to record it to benefit, for people to hear other people's story, to kind of maybe learn how to talk to other people, but they don't see it that way most of the time. Or that's what I wouldn't. If somebody came up to me and was talking to me with a camera in my face, I would be like, what in the world were they doing?
Yeah.
It just changes everything, and then you're like, maybe I won't say everything I would have normally said if I'm being recorded. You know, that's people's attitudes
And
today.
those are like the most life-changing moments for those people. So we're trying not to do it in a selfish way at all, but life-changing for them, because that might be the only time they hear the gospel ever about true repentance and keeping the commandments and calling on the Messiah to break their addictions. So that if you could pray for us for that, and then also for guidance if it is His will for us to go up to Wisconsin.
Zip. Say zip.
Oh, it's stuck. Okay,
Mommy,
you do
zip it.
Pull it up.
Mommy, zip it.
Good job. You did it all by yourself.
Gabriel.
Stay here, buddy. But yeah, that's our update, and we need prayers for lots of things and support so that we can get out of our moldy house. And really, maybe we'll just do a band-aid fix if we don't get support. Whatever happens, no matter how much we have to suffer, we're just counting it all joy and being thankful for what we do have, even though so many things have been taken away. But we love you guys, and shalom. Alright, let's go get you some juice.